Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are starting a new game today of Heretic Operative. So this is of course the game where we are trying to be the dark cult practicing magic with our heroes practicing magic of their own, while we're trying not to get corrupted by using said magic. And of course we are being followed by the church. So we're going to play a new series today, Nest of Abominations. I have never played that. So deep within the Forgotten Tomb, the cult is creating something monstrous. As the cult, I think this time we're going to go and play with the serpents, because we haven't seen that on this channel yet. So these cultists have a poisonous attacks and cult sides transform into snake pits, so that's not sounding great. In terms of what character we could play, we have last time played with Serpent of the Silent Library. So I'm thinking of either Isis the Enduring, she's very good with blood magic, or Whitefang. She's extremely good with just, I think, physical skill. So you know what? I think she's a great choice over here, so let's use this and start the game. So, map is of course going to be the same as last time, and the first thing that we're going to do is that we are, due to our hero, she's accompanied by two mercenary bands, so we are going to draw which mercenary bands these are. It's the Banner of the Unforgiving Memory. They take Solon's only in blood of their allies as well as their enemies. We need to pay a gold to be using this. We currently have to. And they will be using 7 combat die of the blood type. And using that will decrease our tranquility. So that will mean, that will unsettle us. These guys are really slaughtering and that's not great. Also, we need to use this with caution as we might damage ourselves if we roll a 1. So that's interesting. The second mercenary band that we have is the Banner of the Fallen Crown, the prestigious elite unit. Tales of the battle spread far and wide. So they're a little bit more expensive, 2 gold. They're using iron, and using them actually grants us influence. So that's interesting, and that's very good combination with us maybe, but it's very expensive at 2 gold. So here's the storyline. Let's draw the first card, Chapter 1. Chapter 1, An Unnatural Beast. The hunter drops the deformed head on your desk with a sickly squish. Ooze pools around it. Our trackers near the frontier have sighted several, even the usual beasts are acting more aggressively. We must respond to this threat. Defeat 2 monsters. So, that's the thing over here. We've got... Where was that? Less Abominations. Okay, I think this is what we need to kill. So these are the monsters at the Frontier Outpost up there and at the Forgotten Tomb. Also the Elven Archives. Nothing in the city, nothing up here, so that's interesting. Okay. Right, let's look at the Serpent Cults. Angus harbors a special affinity for snakes and their poison. Serpent Cultists can inflict poison in combat, and they will of course transform them into snake pits. So let's look at our income. We've got a little bit, we know we don't have much income as such. I think we do earn a little bit of gold. We do have some influence, some of all of these things, but not too much actually. We probably do in our item inventory do have a spell book, so let's have a look at that. It is a dense mathematical by utilizing learned lore. So this is what? It's just a beginner's guide. We could pay 1 lore, we currently don't have any, and we would be learning some skills, preferably from warp, so that would allow us to move around. So we might want to try to get some more lore in the near future. We also have a couple of guys down here that we currently cannot recruit because we don't have the influence. We are earning 2 influence though per turn. So that'd be nice to see. You are very strong arcanely, so that might harmonize very well with this, with her basically. On the other hand, we probably just want to defeat some of these Abominations. So we could send her down to the Frontier Outpost, and that might be a viable way to do things. Likewise, we could also go to the Harbour District itself. Well, for now, I think we can go ahead and... do we want to buy any of this? No, I don't think so. Just stuff that does give us some points per turn is very useful for us. But until then, I don't think we need any of this. Would be great to get a little bit more gold. because we do definitely need some gold as time goes by. On the tavern we could hire a merchant, which has some social skill. Informant. Ooh, that'd be great. And cell leader, of course, that does give us a little bit more influence. But you know what? I think for now, potentially our best bet here is to just try to come along to the frontier outpost. Right, okay, let's move up. Woodbridge Farmstead, the fields in the Midlands, a very nice little townish thing. Yeah, and that's fine. So we are going to try to move over here. We are earning some influence here and a little bit of gold, so 1 gold per turn it seems. That's nice. Let's move into the Frontier Outpost. Frontier Outpost is technically one of the Empire holdings, but at the edge of civilization. Laws are enforced and somewhat haphazard manner. There is this lesser Abomination. We are going to try and kill it. We are over here. We can do one more thing probably, and I'm tempted to pick the cell leader over here. Basic reason for that is that we are earning more influence. So let's pay that. It's burning all of our influence, and still I think that's alright. We do have a couple of things over here. We can't learn anything, so let's end the turn and earn some fate as well, so that we might roll something else. And there's the first adventure. Quiet. Rumors of an impending orc attack prompted many to depart the outpost. Things are quiet, so not much happening here. And here's our first fight. So, just as a reminder, we are fighting this monster over here. It has a rank of 20. That means we need to score 20 damage points in 3 turns. If we don't, we suffer some damage. They are a little bit resistant to arcane magic, so if we did any damage of the type arcane, we'd be a little bit screwed. But I don't think we are, so you could do a basic attack that would be just a single die roll, and that probably wouldn't do that much. We could do an arcane missile. Again, that would be a little bit against their damage resistance though. We could invoke any of these banners, so any of these mercenary bands. That would be interesting. And we do have Battle Frenzy. Overpowering strikes that are quite effective but take their toll. So that would probably kill them, but it would probably also put out of action our guy over here. So do we want to use maybe Blot Magic? Or the Banner of the Fallen Crown? I think it's a little bit too much maybe. Let's... Well, we can't do it with this because we have 3 rounds and 3 dice wouldn't get us anywhere. Battle Frenzy I think would do the job, but it would also cause some problems down the line. This is costing us a lot of gold, but you know what, let's do it. So here we go. You can see we are rolling quite a couple of die over here, and yeah, we are victorious, so that's nice. Cultists infiltrate over here though. That is not so great. And you, I think, are out of action for now. I think you can't do anything specifically. You can't do anything here because we don't have any law. Can't do any spell. Yeah, I think you actually can't do anything. We could pay for one of these. Specifically, the guard captain could be useful. So let's recruit him. And let's earn some gold. Yeah, so we can basically, by approaching the guard captain, we have now unlocked the ability to go on a patrol, which will give us 2 gold. And there might be nothing, or there might be a monster attack. Nothing happened this turn. Oh, but there are some monsters here. So I think that is all in all alright. Just earning some money seems to be fine with me. Okay, fine. So that should be okay. Let's wait a turn over here. And let's see what's going to happen. Found you're starting to think that potion might be a little bit too magic. Apply. Okay, so we are again exhausted. And we're going to fight this orc over here and see what that does for us. So we can use an arcane missile on him. I think that might be useful. We Can also use the basic attack. Again, it's a little bit too little, I think. This would also... This would be 3 die, basically. 3 die is not that much. And we'd be gaining a little bit of corruption. We could again pay some money, but that again doesn't do us very much good. A lot of blood die would be interesting. But you know what? We are exhausted already, so let's do the battle cry over here. Hoping that that will do a little bit of damage there, and I think that is a pretty good result. Let's do one more, and I think one more should be fine. There we go. 32 victory. And now against the goblin, let's do the battle frenzy again, because we don't need to be concerned about being exhausted if we are already. We did get a Mask of Triumph over here. They are gaining some things. Agitated by these strange new creatures, goblins are forced out of their usual hiding places at a lot of places. Down here, down there, over there, and so on. Chapter 2. The Nest. Onto arrives with a report from the frontier. A large pulsing mass of ooze and flesh has been found, and it's creating stronger Abominations. The cult is tending to this nest, cultivating it for some dark purpose. Destroy the nest. Where is it? Oh, it's right over here. Interesting. And we do have Onto the Fighter now, so we've unlocked someone who currently is at the hideout, so that's pretty nice. So can you actually attack this? Burn the nest. Pay 1 law. And this is an arcane challenge. We'd be having a 50-50 chance of doing this. Or we could do a physical challenge. But that requires an action point. Okay. So we can't do anything over here with her because she is locked. She's exhausted. That's alright. We do have Onto over here. Onto, what can you do? You're not very good at arcane stuff either. I wonder whether we should hire someone who is. You could be doing that. We do have the goblin down here, which we probably want to get rid of. And we probably want to branch out into the city and just have a little bit... Yeah, just branch out a little bit. I don't think there's anything over here that we can use. Well, Forager might be interesting. That would be giving us a little bit more gold. No, you know what? I think it's fine. Let's get to the farmstead over here. We can try to get rid of these monsters. Why are you cult sites and cult leader? Where are your cult sites? Okay, in the Lost Temple. And that is about it. So, could try to defeat them over here. There's a Serpent Cultist over here as well. Yeah, and I do think we want to get rid of these guys over here. So yeah, that's alright. Cathedral District is a very interesting location because you can spend a lot of influence here to gain some stuff. But we, of course, need to be paying that. Shopkeeper, also interesting. We could buy some stuff. Common. Herbalist, I don't think is that important. Just farming some gold, just working with him. Not too interesting, I think. Blacksmith is, though, just 1 gold per turn. I mean, over here there's for example, the tailor that gives you a lot of gold per turn. Which is actually pretty nice, because, yeah, gold. We need gold. So I think we might be ultimately trying to get over here. And to that end, it might be good to get the priest. It's not that expensive. Okay, let's hire you. It's to influence, but you know what? I think that's fine. Do we have anything else that we want to learn or do? No, we don't have any law again, so I think that's fine. We're going to stay over here. Right, let's see what's going to happen at the farmstead. The well. Timmy has slept and gone down the well. You have a rope around him, but the boy is stout. Pull him up. We have a physical challenge. We are very good at these. It would be very difficult to lose this, actually. And we are gaining some influence and some gold. That's nice. We are fighting this goblin over here. Again, we can call on the mercenaries, but we also have the heavy strike, which is pretty nice, actually, because it's just a physical strike. And that... Ooh, ouch. I'm losing a lot of gold over here. So round 3. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Victory. Nice. And another Mark of Triumph. Also very good. Right, let's see what's going to happen here at the Frontier Outpost. Locked door. Through the barred opening in the door at the Frontier's Inn, you can see what looks like a spellbook just sitting on a table. No one is around. So, we can break down the door and sort of steal that thing. It would add a lot of corruption. Could wait for the owner and pay him. Or we could move along. Well, I do think we have some money. So let's not risk the corruption. I think that's fine. And let's see what this is. So this is another spellbook where we could use night magic. Night magic is very, very corrupting. This is this is sort of the darkest form of magic. Interesting. Right, we are fighting a goblin over here. So we could... She has a +2 on this, so she might technically be able to do it with these guys. We could also just fall back into this if that doesn't work. So that's 7, 10, and we are losing a gold here. So, arcane missile, how much would we get? We would be getting a little bit of corruption, and we would be getting 1, 2, 3 die. You're not resistant to anything, but 3 die and 10 points, that's a little bit harsh. Okay, let's not overdo it. Let's use this here. We are paying some gold, but we are easily able to beat them. And another mark of triumph. That's nice. And here is the Serpent Cultist, which again we probably want to beat. You apply Viper's Bite. That's not great. Do we want to exhaust you again? I think it's fine. Let's exhaust you. It's not a big issue. 29. Let's do a basic attack here. Fine. Cloaks. So, yeah, there we go. Ooh, they are gaining more points, though. New cultist has been recruited in the museum district. Okay. So we probably want to get rid of these. Right, so over here... you can't deal with this anyway. Can you? No, we should not have done that then. Ugh, too bad. Okay. And nevertheless, you, sir, are now fine, and you can go... right to... we could also recruit a blacksmith. We do have 8 influence. I do want to move over here and either recruit the bishop, sorry, the patron, so that we are getting a lot more influence, or the tailor, so that we are getting a lot more gold. Okay, let's move over to the capital. Cathedral district. This district is yada yada. It's basically the church. Right. So what we could do over here is again either gain the tailor for a lot more gold, or the patron. I think the tailor is a very fine choice. He's very expensive, but he's going to give us an enormous amount of gold, and that is fairly fine. And then you, my friend, can move down here into the museum district, where you will be trying to get rid of that cultist. Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. Good. Now let's start with the museum district. Backlog. Assistants rush about the museum, attempting to catalog and store all of the collections. The curator's backlog is immense. By helping, you might be getting to examine stuff. Unfortunately, this is an arcane test, so we would not be able to do that. But if we put things anywhere to sort through as many as possible, we are getting a little bit of corruption. That's bad. But also 1 law, and that is nice. We also get to battle the Serpent Cultist over here, so let's try a heavy strike with this gentleman. Let's do another round of this over here. Yikes. So... that doesn't really... these were pretty bad rolls. We'd be needing 12 more points to get rid of him. We are getting 4 points anyway, so we'd be needing to basically roll an 8. That, to me, just doesn't sound that great. Let's do the Banner of the Fallen Crown. I just don't want to be getting any sort of thing over here. So that's great. You are here now. That's okay. And there's no presence of the cult here yet. So that's okay. That's nice. How's it going in this area? New to the outpost? Okay, someone wants to get at us. There's a physical challenge. Let's try to roll that. We do need to roll a 9 over here. Yeah, success. Nice enough. There is another Abomination, so we need to fight that as well. 25. We now can't pay this banner. Could of course pay the other banner, but... let's do a basic attack over here. That's a 7 already. Okay, but that won't work. Let's do this. It's going to give us a little bit of corruption, but it's also doing a lot of damage, so that is nice. So, 7 more points. We already used that. I don't want to use the Battle Frenzy. I want to get rid of the nest there. Okay, let's do this. We might not be able to beat them, but it's fine. We are losing some damage, but that's okay. More of these small Abominations are turning up faster than we can destroy them. Yes, indeed. That's 4 more. That's not great. That's pretty bad. Right. Okay, nevertheless, you took some damage, but you're still fine. I mean, these guys are still around, so we will need to deal with them. But we can now burn this nest. With a powerful spell? No, I don't think so. Burn it with oil. Yeah, that sounds more reasonable. So let's try this roll. We need to score 9. Looking good. Haha, 18. Perfect. Heedless of your own safety, you charge into the nest, a flaming dervish of destruction, and eradicate the nest, leaving nothing but your scars. Right. Good. That's lovely. So that chapter has been completed. You're now around here. You could deal with these things. That might not be the worst idea. Try to burn them next time. There are a lot of other guys over here and there, so at some point we do need to deal with them. Right over here the city is fine now for now, so that's okay. We have a little bit of influence. Again, it would be great just to get the patron, but we don't really have enough influence now. The gold is fine though, so that's good. Can we buy anything with the gold? Could be buying a lot of Fade. Could be moving to the Elven Archives. That doesn't sound too useful right now. Arcane, pay 5 gold, gain 1 lore. Interesting proposition. Not really required for now. How many of these items do we have? A couple. And they would be giving us a little bit of influence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you over here. We're going to turn in the cloaks. That does give us some influence. And that does mean we can now buy the patron. So we are going to get a lot more influence here, and that sounds very good to me. Right, very nice. Patron recruited, Taylor recruited. Ideally, 2 activity resistor. That would be nice. So that would stop them from advancing that quickly, and that is very nice, I think. Can we do anything down here as well? So we've got you recruited. Dubious Merchant doesn't mean that much to me. Quartermaster doesn't do that much to me either. And I suppose I cannot learn anything because we do need an action point. Over here at the Forgotten Tomb, we could get a trophy. That's only a little bit of gold, so that's not extremely useful for us right now. Also, one thing that is extremely useful over here is this bonus action point, but that's costing 12 influence, and we don't have that, certainly for now. Right, let's see what's happening here. Stranger, you're thinking about how dangerous it is for you to be walking through the grounds of the Hierarchist Church when, as if responding to your thoughts, an acolyte appears and looks you over. What's your business? Social or social? Yeah, either of that is not going to work very well for us, so we should get out of here actually. Let's try to roll that. Our target is 15. We're probably not going to make that. Ooh, we just might. Okay, so we've just missed that by 1 point. If we re-roll this and roll a 5 or 6, we'd be good. So there's a third chance. Let's try that. It's a 1. Let's do it another time. And the last time. Yes! Good. Okay, nice. We are gaining some lore actually. That is fantastic. Good stuff. And over here in the mountains, it's rare to see an elf, orcs, fire. Okay, we are learning some rumors. Interesting. We're also still gonna fight this thing over here. Well, do we need to do anything with you? We could be trying to learn something from your spellbook, but it just doesn't seem to be that good. You know what? Let's just invoke our guys over here. We do have enough points, so I think we will easily be able to kill that. Yes, very nice. You've got a 20. Let's try to beat you this way first. No, I don't think I'm gonna risk. No, that's entirely impossible to do. We could do arcane, but you're resistant to arcane as well, so probably we just want to use the banner again. Yeah, let's do that. It's gonna cost us a lot of money, but we do have a very stable income, so that's nice. Ah dear, the Inquisition has discovered the patrons' heretical associations and swiftly brought them to... and the tail as well. So we are losing a lot of money over here. Oh dear, that's too bad. Lots more stuff spawning. Ooh, serpents, snakes, basically. Bad, 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 bad. With the nest destroyed, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Then the reports come in. More nests all across the northern reach, growing and spawning these abominations. We must destroy the source. Deep in the Forgotten Tomb, the cult is hatching something large. So, we need to get over here and get rid of them. And over here, we've lost everyone. Yes, indeed, we have. Probably should have bought the Inquisitor first. Don't have enough influence to do anything else. And these snakes are very difficult. There's another nest down there. Another nest in the Elven Archives. Right, onto. I'm afraid that we might be running out of money soon. Can't recruit anyone over here because we've lost the patron basically. Influence costs. We have an archive. I want to burn that down. I also want to get to the Forgotten Tomb to try and beat them out there. How can you get there? It's a long journey actually. So it's at least 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 movement points. That is not great. On the other hand, I could also get to the... Is this the guard captain? No, it's the quartermaster. That would move us to over here with an action point, and then we might be doing 2 moves down there. So that'd be alright. Skill, social, arcane. You're not good at any of these things, especially not arcane. Don't want to have you stand around here though. Okay, so I think what we might want to do that... Ooh, you are a Serpent Cultist over here. Probably want to kill you. So we could also be moving down into the tavern, where we might be getting at least the cell leader. No one with money though. No, I think we need to rush here as soon as possible. The Lost Temple is gaining a lot of points over here, and they are gaining in strength, and that is very bad for us. There's a golem. Strong resistance to iron, that's bad. And the lesser Abomination, that we can handle. Down here it's goblins and orc raiders. Can get down here, do a lot of damage. Can also get over here and at least get rid of that. You know what? I want to get rid of the Serpent Cultist over here because otherwise he's going to establish another site And that would be relatively bad for us. So I don't think we want to do that. So let's keep you here for now, just for a turn. While you, my friend, are going to come down here and then into the tavern. That should be okay. And in the tavern you can actually recruit this cell leader, because why not? It's going to give us a couple of more points. That being said, I think this is a very good place to put in a cut and see whether we can beat them in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.